Please leave them people alone and let them take that food back to their kids, because you're about to see the beast come out of a lot of people that y'all ain't seen the...
Look, this is the moment a suspected shoplifter attacks this 18-year-old Food Lion worker.
Jeff Cuddy had no idea what he was walking into.
I hear someone go there fighting.
At Market Basket in West Bridgewater.
They did have a clean CR vote on September 19th in the House. Did you vote for it?
They've always had some extra stuff to it. There's always been a poison pill to it.
What were the poison pills of the clean CR, or the continuing resolution? You say it's not clean, that was voted on in the House in mid-September.
Here's what's important.
And we're back, y'all. Thank you for watching today. Go ahead and hit that like button, my people. You know that it helps us out a ton. And of course, it helps you because it helps us keep bringing you these stories every day. Now, y'all, you know that the SNAP food apocalypse is upon us. It's just a couple of days away when SNAP benefits are going to, well, the funding for SNAP has not been put in for November. And it looks like as long as the government shut down, SNAP won't be funded. And we're expecting hordes of people, hordes of Snappians. What do we call people who receive SNAP? Snappers? So hordes of snappers about to snap, y'all. That's what social media will have you believe. They're gonna snap out. They're just gonna go kirk out and go into the grocery stores and steal all the food. And if you try to get in their way, you already know they bringing their cousin with them and he gonna clock you. So you better stay. So y'all, what I decided to do, because I care about you so much, okay? I wanted to give you a guide. I wanted to give you something of an advisory, if you will. I found a TikTok philosopher who broke down the entire philosophy of how to stay safe during the SNAP food apocalypse. During the SNAP food apocalypse, y'all, and I'm going to show it to you here. Now, this was posted on X, and I want to tell you a couple of things. Some people said, well, look at her. She got her nails done and blah, blah, blah. She never said that she herself is a SNAP recipient. She's giving you the age-old wisdom of how to survive a SNAP food apocalypse, people. So she didn't identify herself as a Snappian or a snapper. She's telling you how to handle yourself during the SNAP food apocalypse, okay? So just keep that in mind. And also remember, y'all, most places in the law, you cannot claim self-defense in defense of property, okay? So groceries are property, right? In fact, a lot of people, and I've never been trained in loss mitigation, but I've seen a lot of comments. They say, look, I have 20 years in loss mitigation. And what they teach us and what we train is when somebody's stealing some stuff, don't go try to tackle the person. That makes sense to me because the law probably is not going to back you up. So y'all, without further ado, I'm going to allow you to look at this TikTok philosopher, this TikTok survival guardian, who's going to tell us how to survive the SNAP food apocalypse. And because I care about y'all so much, I'm going to show you some people, some news reports of people probably doing it the wrong way. And you're going to see what happens when you violate these age-old rules of how to deal with a SNAP food apocalypse, y'all. So without further ado, y'all, let's go ahead and jump into it. But before we do, y'all, we have a new webpage for my people out there who are like, yo, I have money, but I don't want to give it away to the people who are trying to take it. How can I protect my retirement? Y'all, gold. How many times do I have to tell you? Gold has been man's longest monetary best friend for 5,000 years. I mean, what else are you looking for? Go to our webpage. Go to the new webpage, Paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com. Get the information on how to protect your retirement. And you can call 844-651-8334 and speak to our partners at Augusta Precious Metals. Now let's go ahead and hop into this content.
And I just want to come on here and say to you people that be standing in front of the stores and the Good Samaritans and all of that, when November 1st come and if they don't uplift this shutdown for these SNAP benefits, I'm going to need y'all to mind y'all business. Please mind y'all business. Those people, they trying to feed their kids and they trying to go home and just feed their kids. And I would I would hate for you to not be able to make it back to your family and for you to not be able to make it back home because you trying to save these billionaire companies, you hear me, of their funds when they actually have insurance on every box of macaroni in there. So just mind your business and go on. And if you gonna be a good Samaritan and you gonna stand there and you gonna pay and you gonna do all of that, do your part. Do your part. But for those that are out there trying to do what the f- they gotta do, please leave them people alone and let them take that food back to their kids. Let them take that meal back to their kids. Let them feed their kids. Let them feed their husbands and their fathers and their mothers, and all that shit don't have nothing to do with you. Because when all this shit is over, you either will be here or you won't. I'ma just say that. Either you gonna make it out or you won't. Because people are not gonna let you come in between their kids' next meal.
Look, this is the moment a suspected shoplifter attacks this 18-year-old Food Lion worker, shoving him around in the back room of a store and throwing blows. This happened Monday, October 20th at this Food Lion in the 2200 block of Park Road. I returned to the spot with Detective Ashley Phillips of the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Crime Stoppers.
We had two subjects go inside. They went to scan their items at the self-checkout. We had an employee that was just doing his job, decided to go over when he observed them not scanning items.
That's when the confrontation began. Surveillance footage shows one of the alleged thieves go face-to-face with the teen employee. They start moving, eventually entering a back room where the tussle begins. One of the alleged thieves throwing blows, even attempting to kick the worker while he is down. The alleged shoplifting accomplice watches while a shopper tries to intervene.
It's unfortunate. Any act of violence is senseless. When we have self-checkouts, that it just presents an opportunity for people who are not doing the right thing, thieves, to take items and commit crimes.
After the attack, the two suspected thieves casually walk out of the Food Lion as if nothing has happened. What advice do you have for other people who work in businesses like this one and happen to see someone doing something illegal?
Yeah, Alex, we want to suggest to everyone that is in the store, that working as an employee, just step back and observe and then collect as much information as you can and call 911 so that way police can respond and you don't have to interfere with someone committing a crime.
Get another look at the individuals police are attempting to identify. The surveillance footage has Detective Phillips hopeful that someone will recognize these two.
The images and the surveillance, they're very clear. I'm hoping that someone will see it and call it in. We typically get some good tips, and I'm very grateful for that.
Who the fuck are you? I'm trying to figure it out. Just mind your business. Don't get to taking pictures. Put your phones away. Put the phones away. What are you recording them for? So what are they supposed to do? They supposed to let their kids just, you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go all into it, but they supposed to just let their kids just go without? Because the government is having a kindergarten argument? Get the fuck up out of here. Like, mind your business. Do what you do. And go home. And lock your door.
Police say two shoplifters assaulted two employees on Sunday, hitting one worker on the side of the head with a cell phone. My goodness, the suspects are charged with assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. NBC 10's Robert Goulston talked to one customer who captured it all on his cell phone. That's some wild video, Robert.
It sure was, Glenn. Jeff Cuddy actually wanted to head down to Market Basket on Sunday after the Patriots had that big win against the Browns. But he says when he walked inside, what he saw was even more exciting than that game. Jeff Cuddy had no idea what he was walking into.
I hear someone go, they're fighting.
At Market Basket in West Bridgewater.
That's why I had my cell phone on me, because I put my grocery list on there, obviously. I look over and they're fighting like crazies.
Police say Olivia Bird and Regine Bird were approached by an employee because they didn't pay for several items, including lobster meat, prime ribeye steaks, and truffle butter. The encounter escalated, and police say the two women assaulted two employees.
She cracked him hard with that cell phone right in the face, and the guy was real respectful and responsible, and he he just let it go.
The women were located in the parking lot by police and placed under arrest. According to court documents, the women said they were filling an Instacart order, but it was canceled, but police say they could not provide any documentation of that. The women then told police an employee put the items in the cart.
You don't act like that, especially in the grocery store. There's older ladies in there, there's children in there, the ladies using the F word, the N word, using all kinds of words that don't even belong in vocabulary.
Cuddy is relieved nobody was hurt, and he still cannot believe something like this happened at the basket.
But I was thinking maybe where the Patriots just kicked the Browns' butt, maybe inside it was a couple of fans fighting each other over the game, not people acting like this.
And during the same week, on Tuesday of this week, 2 employees up at the Market Basket in Tewksbury were also assaulted.
Because you're about to see the beast come out of a lot of people that y'all ain't seen. The people that didn't even know that they had that in them. If they do not fix this, you will see a side out of people that you didn't. You'll be like, damn, I don't even know that person. Yeah, get the out their way and let them do what they got to do. That's all I'm saying. This is bigger than you. This is bigger than the program. This is bigger than all of that. And people are going to be loyal to their kids and to their families before they be loyal to who you are out here trying to do right. When most of y'all that will be trying to have not been in their shoes before. Don't try and wear the shoe because it ain't your size. That's all I'm going to say.
So y'all, there is your survival guide for the snap food apocalypse, okay? The snapocalypse, we may call it. So what do? Nothing. That's what the survival guide says. You see somebody shoplifting or whatever, hey, if you can secretly call 911 and have the police show up, will they even show up? It all depends on how many snappians are out there snapping and kirking, y'all. That's what I think. If you have thousands of snappers, snapping and kirking, the police might not even show up. And you're taking a risk. You're taking the risk. Even dialing 911. What if they see you? What if they attack you? So what are the chances that we will avoid the snap food apocalypse, the snapocalypse, y'all? What are the chances? I think it seems like pretty slim. It seems like pretty slim, and I'm going to show you a reason why. Have y'all heard of Representative Bynum? I had to look her up. Her name is Janelle Bynum. She's out of Oregon. Now, we've shown one of her commentaries when Trump sent the National Guard to Oregon, and she said, run us our money. Y'all may have seen that in a previous video. But today, y'all, she turned into a full-on NPC. What is an NPC? It's a non-player character for people who play video games. Those are the little characters that aren't controlled by anybody. It's just they're just generated by the game, you know, by the game to provide some characters for you to interact with. They don't really have a brain. They don't have any will. They don't have any. They're essentially just there to provide you with some scenery to interact with, right? So Representative Bynum turned into a full NPC today on C-SPAN. Like her reasoning capabilities and everything. I mean, they didn't exist for this 4 minutes. And you say, after this, I'm going to tell you what I looked up. Just take a look at this. This is why I have absolutely no confidence that the snap food apocalypse is going to be avoided. Because you can take somebody like Representative Bynum and turn her into a total NPC. Take a look at this.
Congresswoman, let's begin with SNAP benefits. Funding runs out on Saturday. Should Democrats pass a standalone bill to fund SNAP benefits?
Good morning. Well, let's be clear. Republicans run the House, they run the Senate, they have the White House, they have the control to make sure that Americans get what they need. And I'm here standing up to make sure that we put forth front and center the American needs so no child goes hungry.
Is that a yes then, that there should be a vote on the standalone legislation?
I'm here. My Republican colleagues are on vacation. We want to make sure that we stand up for American people. Speaker Johnson has the right and the control of the House so that we can have a vote. That's not in my control.
If he did, would you vote yes?
Put a bill on the table and we can look at it.
We talked earlier to Congressman Tim Burchett, Republican of Tennessee. He was on the program. And he made the argument that Democrats in previous situations avoided government shutdowns by voting 13 times for so-called clean continuing resolutions that would fund the government at the previous year's funding levels. Why not agree now?
Well, look, I just got here. I don't play politics. I want a clean bill that focuses on the American people, that makes sure kids have a full belly, and, you know, all of the clean this, clean that. Americans don't understand that. They know if they have their benefits or not. So put a bill on the table, make sure it's very pure and clean, as they like to say, and it doesn't have a whole lot of fluff in it. I'm not here for games. I just want to make sure kids get fed.
They did have a clean CR vote on September 19th in the House. Did you vote for it?
I disagree with your characterization and want to make sure that we're very clear about what Republicans have been doing. Any bill that they've put forth, they've always had some extra stuff to it. There's always been a poison pill to it. So I disagree with your characterization.
What were the poison pills of the clean CR, or the continuing resolution, you say it's not clean, that was voted on in the House in mid-September?
Here's what's important. I think what you're trying to do is shift the responsibility to Democrats. Speaker Johnson controls the House. He should come back, pull Republicans off of vacation, and make sure that we have discussions on what the country needs. We know children need to be fed. Anything else is passing the buck and is playing politics.
I was so concerned after watching that, y'all. So concerned that she seemed to have no personal will. You know, it seemed like there was nothing behind the eyes, you know what I mean? And I'm like, let me look up her education. And I find that Janelle Bynum graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Electrical Engineering, and she has a master's degree. So we're talking about a highly educated woman here. And do you see how this has taken people who are highly decorated in our educational circles, and reducing them to talking points like an NPC? Does she look like somebody who's going to go to the leadership and say, people are hurting, y'all need to vote to keep this government open and we'll negotiate? No, they've been subdued, y'all. They've all been subdued. They are literally under the thumb of the party at this point. So I think we're gonna see the snap food apocalypse, and I hope y'all take the prophetess, the philosopher that we just watched. I hope you take her advice and stay safe out there, y'all. So let me know, how are you gonna stay safe during the snap food apocalypse? Are you gonna just order Instacart and say, hey, bring me I'm not even going to the grocery store? That's one idea, right? Do you live in an area where there aren't that many SNAP, and you're like, hey, I'm not even worried about it? Are you gonna gear up with with your weaponry and your bulletproof vest and your helmet and say, yo, let's do it, I'm ready? Let me know what y'all are gonna do. Drop a comment down below. But before you do, please stop, hit the share button, share this video out over email, text message, WhatsApp, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, all of your favorite social mediums. And of course, if you're not a subscriber, please do subscribe. To my people of retirement, go down, click the link in the description. It's the first link, Paralegold, PARALEGOLD.com. Get the information on protecting your retirement from the upsies, the downsies, the roundsies, and the roundsies. And you can speak to our partners at Augusta Precious Metals at 844-651-8334. Thank you for watching. Love y'all, and we'll see you back in the next one.
This is day 30 of the Trump Republican shutdown, and House Republicans remain on vacation. They've canceled votes for 5 consecutive weeks. House Republicans are missing in action. Yet, Speaker Mike Johnson is saying the quiet part out loud. It's extraordinary that earlier today, Mike Johnson admitted that Republicans are willing to starve hungry children in this country and take away SNAP benefits starting on November 1st so they can pressure Democrats into gutting the health care of the American people. That's what Mike Johnson admitted to just a little while ago. That's extraordinary. But it's what we know to be the case. For Republicans, from the very beginning of this presidency, cruelty has been the point. And what has been driving their policy agenda is to make life better for the wealthy, the well-off, and the well-connected. That's what the one big ugly bill was all about. Largest cut to Medicaid in American history, ripping food away from the mouths of children, seniors, veterans, and families. And all of this was done to provide massive tax breaks to their billionaire donors.